Good morning, gentlemen and lady.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yes, today is the third day of the training, 29th of June, 2022. How was the first day for you of the course itself yesterday? What was the experience like?
I'll start. For me, it was okay. Also long as well. But then thing is, I had difficulties with connections, the power surge here by us and everything.
Yeah,
So overnight, I was going through it as well, and then it gave me a basic understanding of more theoretical point of view, whereby there's a lot of things to consider when it comes to safety, um, the objectives and integrities of the course as well. So I did manage to send you the assignment of the key ethics that you
I
have
I
checked on.
did get your assignment. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Willem, how was it for you?
Oh, that was me speaking, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that was well.
Chakela. So it was
Morning,
Willem
sir.
that sent the assignment. Okay, I'll need to correct that. Yes, Chakela.
Now, for me, it was okay. It was just a lot of theory, but I guess we'll get used to it as we keep on going. But everything was okay. My internet connectivity was okay. I had no problems with anything.
Okay. And the assignment?
I'm the one that actually sent you the first and even wrote you a WhatsApp message.
Oh, now I'm getting confused. That's the one I got. I may have to check again for Willem's one.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Nicolene?
Well, with my session, everything went well and good. It was okay. Like I say, it's a lot of theory you have to work through. I did some extra research last night on top of the assignment yesterday, just to get a
Yeah.
more briefing on everything.
Yeah.
And then I also sent it you a mail on the key points of the ethics and the moralities around it. But
Okay.
yeah, it's quite interesting and it was a fun subject to start with.
I will look out for that email. I haven't checked this morning. So if I can just know from each of you, just tell me one of those ethical issues that stood out for you, the ones for clinical engineer stroke biomedical engineer. Which one stood out for you the most that you really, really relate to, or one that you say, "Oh, I wish I knew this before now"?
Uh,
Just one.
Well, from my point of view, the one that stands out most importantly is that in the clinical environment, when you work in it, you never think about all these safety and compliance and codes of conducts that you need to follow.
Hmm.
And working in this industry, this is not really a thing that we think of. And the one thing that stood out for me is the responsibility for the improvement of the quality of the life and the people around you that you are working with during use of equipment.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
it's Willem here.
Yes.
Yes. For me, what stand out is the integrity, whereby on the work that the clinical engineer is doing, they should always be honest and straightforward with the work that they do.
Hmm.
And then they shouldn't allow any other influence of maybe top managerial or supervisors, whereby they'll want them to bypass their findings, whereby you get that the equipment it has failed, but then they want you to bypass the certificate, whereby you said it's failed, but then they would want to use it. They would want to continue using it. So that means you'll have to rely on your certificates and stuff.
Yeah.
So being honest and straightforward with clinical equipment, that's stand out for me.
Great.
Yeah.
And for you, Chakela?
And for me, it's the continuity, safety, and performance of the medical devices
Mm-hmm.
and equipment, and the constant surveillance and vigilance of monitoring if the equipment is maintained well. Because, like I said on my notes there, here at the hospital, what they normally do is everything they just push it to our that admin officer. And some of the things I was worried about, like I come from an IT background, everything they push it to the responsibility of the admin officer, of which some of the things I was concerned about. That's why that one stood out for me.
Okay, great. So taking shortcuts can be very expensive, can cost patients' life. You saw what happened over the weekend, 21 youths who died in the Eastern Cape, people who had no business being in a drinking place because of their age. And now there was a stampede and 21 of them died. So things like that can happen when the rules are not followed, when people take shortcuts, and especially when you're dealing with equipment that is connected to patients. And one mistake and the patient dies, they always look for someone to blame. The doctors will point to the nurses, nurses will point to the engineers, and if you've not done your job well, that's where you get into trouble. But if you follow the rules, you stand your ground and say, no, this is how it is supposed to be done. If anything were to go wrong, make sure there's a paper trail. You document whatever you do. So if anything goes wrong, you can defend yourself anywhere because you've done your job, it's properly documented, and you've got nothing to be afraid of. So that's a good one to start with. And today we are going to Unit 2. And I'm going to share my screen so that you see what we are going to be doing under Unit 2 today. I'll just quickly share. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll just share the whole screen. So there we go. Content. Okay, now let me share it as you will see it from your side. So I'll have to go over here and view as student. Then I go to content. So Unit 2 has been enabled. So if we go to the content section, Unit 2 is actually one of the most important units in this training. And it's got quite a few contents, learning contents. And it's about hazard, safety and hazard management. So under Unit 2, first you will watch a short video on understanding electrical hazards. I'd recommend you watch it a few times. And then there's a PowerPoint presentation from Alan Whiteford on safety and hazard management. After that, you'll watch another video, short video on understanding safety hazards. And thereafter, there is a course, just like yesterday's course, on hazard identification and analysis. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about this last one, it's not enabled. It's just a note on this one. So it's exactly the same thing. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once you're done, you then go to the practical section. Under the practical section, you will go to electrical safety analyzer. So that's the only one that has been enabled. And there are 2 items there under electrical safety analyzer. So Mr. Alan Whiteford will be demonstrating how to use the Rigel electrical safety analyzer. He will walk you through the different classes of equipment and then how to connect your safety analyzer, how to use it. Now, apart from Rigel, because some of you may have the Fluke version, so we have also included here a YouTube video on the Fluke electrical safety analyzer. There are various types here. So when you click, it takes you to that video and you can watch the video. Apart from the Rigel and the Fluke, you will meet another brand of electrical safety analyzer when later on you come to like ECG machine, um, defibrillator, and incubator. So there's another brand of electrical safety analyzer that Freddie has used in testing those machines. So you're going to meet the Rigel brand, the Fluke brand, and the other one that is used in some of the practical sessions here as well. So, in summary, for the learning content, you're doing this two. You start with the theory first, then you come to electrical safety analyzer, and after you've done understanding electrical hazards, safety and hazard management presentation, which is a PowerPoint with voice and narration, understanding safety hazards, and then hazard identification and analysis, which is a course that you follow. So that's the content for today and tomorrow. So it's a 2-day to give you enough time to go through and watch the videos again and do the course again and again. So that's from today, Wednesday 29th, and tomorrow, Thursday. Okay. Now, for your homework, following this assignment, this unit, let me stop sharing screen and then I will give you the homework. For your homework, you are going to answer some questions. And don't worry about writing down. I'm going to share it in the WhatsApp group. For now, I'm just going to read out the questions. And thereafter, I'll share it in the WhatsApp group. So these questions are all under Unit 2. The first one says, an inquisitive student nurse came to you asking for the meaning of the following symbols that she found in a medical device. In your own words, explain to her what the symbols mean. The first symbol is IP45. IP45. What does it mean? The next one is IP67. And the third one is IPX3. Again, don't bother writing. I'm going to share it in the WhatsApp group. The next question says, what is the class of the following medical devices and why? The why part is important. Why? The first one is your cell phone charger. The second one, electronic pacemaker. The third one, a defibrillator. The fourth one, patient monitor. And the fifth one, electrosurgery unit or ESU. And then the final question. Your hospital matron overheard the procurement officer and the chief clinical engineering technologist talking about some defibrillator proof type CF applied parts. As usual, she came running to you for an explanation as she has never heard of it before. Use a drawing to explain to her what that means. Use a drawing to explain to her what that means. I'm going to share it in the WhatsApp group, so don't worry about whether you got it all or not. And that will be your assignment after today and tomorrow's session. Okay, so are there any questions? It's very quiet in here.
No questions today.
No questions.
For
Okay.
me, I'm okay, I understand.
Can we share that information on the email, on the group? Where must we?
Yes, you can send it by email. So once you've done it, you've answered it, share it, send it to me by email. You've answered it, share it, send it to me by email.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, your assessments have started already. So we don't have to wait until the end of the month. So gradually, you are doing some homework, and which will count towards your final assessments. Okay.
All right, sir.
So if there are no further questions, I'm going to share this information now on the WhatsApp group. So I would say good luck to you. Enjoy viewing. Should you encounter any issues, please do not hesitate to let me know. So we are constantly updating the course, and if there are any bugs or any issues, bring it to our attention, and we'll try to address it as soon as we can. Okay then, so that's all from my side. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you again Friday morning. Yes, Friday
Yes.
morning. Yes.
Mm.
Okay then. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.